Did you know that Ukraine could become one of the most important countries in the world for clean energy, defense, and technology? Not because of war, not because of politics, but because of what lies under our soil. Ukraine has some of the largest untapped reserves of critical minerals in Europe. And now the United States and Ukraine have signed a landmark deal that could change the global balance of resources. Let me take you inside the story. When people think of Ukraine, they think of war, resilience, and courage. But few know that Ukraine is also sitting on a hidden treasure: lithium for electric car batteries, titanium for aircraft and defense, graphite for electronics, even uranium and rare earth elements, which are vital for the technologies of the future. According to experts, Ukraine holds about 5% of the world's critical mineral reserves, and in Europe, we are among the leaders. These minerals are not just rocks. They are the backbone of the 23rd century economy. Without lithium, you don't have electric cars. Without rare earths, you don't have smartphones or wind turbines. Without titanium, you don't build modern aircraft. Right now, the world depends heavily on China for these resources. That's a risky dependency, and Ukraine, if developed properly, could be one of the answers. In September 2025, Ukraine and the United States held the very first meeting of their joint investment fund. This fund was created after President Zelensky and US leaders signed a strategic agreement on critical minerals. Here is how it works. The United States gets priority access to Ukrainian minerals, especially lithium, titanium, and graphite. In return, part of Ukraine's revenues from natural resources will flow into this joint fund. That money will be reinvested into Ukraine's reconstruction, infrastructure, and defense. It's modern business. It's about making sure that Ukraine's resources don't fall under Russian or Chinese influence, and that Ukraine becomes a reliable partner for the West in the technologies of tomorrow. But let's be real. Turning Ukraine into a mining powerhouse is not easy. Many of the richest deposits are close to the front line or even occupied by Russia. For example, one of the biggest lithium deposits in Donetsk region is currently under Russian control. Even in safer areas, mining projects require billions of dollars, stable infrastructure, and years of development. Some experts say large-scale production could only start in the 2030s. Still, the numbers are impressive. Around 19 million tons of graphite, top 5 globally. About 500,000 tons of lithium, a third of Europe's reserves. Roughly 7% of global titanium supply, one of the world's largest iron ore deposits. And huge amounts of uranium, manganese, and rare earth elements. It's no exaggeration to say that Ukraine could help secure the world's transition to clean energy and advanced technology. So, why does this matter to you, sitting in the US or Europe? Because Ukraine's minerals are not just about Ukraine. They're about reducing dependence on China. They're about securing supply chains for your electric car, your phone, your country's defense systems. Every time you hear about the future of clean energy or AI, remember, some of that future may come from deep inside Ukrainian soil. Ukraine is fighting for survival today, but also shaping the world of tomorrow. Our land holds the resources that can power your cars, your phones, your planes, and your future. If you want to learn more about Ukraine beyond the headlines, subscribe and stay with me. Because this is not just our story, it's yours too.